Okay guys, so this is Monday's daily outlook for price. Let's dive straight into it. First off, we do not have any news today, which means that both sessions are open for trading and there's no specific hours where we have to avoid trading because there's no news. So DXY always starting off on that weekly time frame. This is currently the weekly open. This is the weekly open. We have this weekly gap, which is open as well. And we are still looking for bearishness, and we're looking to target this weekly low. As I've explained in the other videos, price has reacted from this zone, creating this push up, and now we've mitigated that, and we can potentially see some deeper retracements here. So on the daily time frame, we can see that weekly gap, which I've just marked out. I can remove it now because it's marked out here. And this is basically what I would like to see price do. This week, I would like to see an opening, a high formed, and then I want to see a low and then a close. With FOMC on Wednesday, so it could take 3 days to create this high, or it could be done very, very quickly. Let's also mark out this daily gap right here. And yeah, it's very obvious that we want to head lower. No need to try and overcomplicate things right now, as price has been tanking and printing fair value gaps. So what are we going to do? The highest probability trades are going to be shorting. Okay, so either I want to see price come into this fair value gap without closing it and push lower, or I want to see price come all the way up into this zone and then push lower straight away. On the 4-hour time frame, this is what it translates to. So this is currently basically our range that we are into. This is the discount, this is OTE, and this is the major area of liquidity which we can look to target basically this week before taking. Okay, you're gonna have to cut that out, but so this is basically the main area of liquidity that we can be looking at before targeting the higher time frame shorts and the very good trade. So this one is currently my drawn liquidity before heading lower. On the 15-minute time frame, we've got a couple zones. This is some really nice liquidity in my opinion, and this is that daily fair value gap. So I wouldn't be caught shorting before this high gets taken. Essentially, it currently looks like we are setting in equal lows as well, which is nice, but we could see price sweep here, and then if we get some displacement on the M15 time frame, it might be a nice long to catch before we get, because we're trading the top wick. Okay, so if I just re-explain that, going on the weekly time frame, this is currently the previous weekly low, and we haven't swept it. If price comes down, sweeps it, and then we get lower time frame confirmation through bullish pressure and displacement, we can take a long there, anticipating to trade up, to basically trade the top wick, right? If we want a bearish candle, basically every candle always has a top wick or a bottom wick. Every candle has a wick. Currently, the wick is very small, and I would be very, very surprised if price literally just tanks from here. It's a possibility, but I'm not expecting this. So yeah, I want price to come all the way up, trickle up into this daily fair value gap, and then see some confirmation to push lower. It is Monday, so just remember that and be careful, as Mondays aren't the highest probability. Let's go to the Euro time frame. We've got this weekly gap open. This is the weekly open, and yeah, we swept this liquidity and mitigated this weekly order block down here, and this monthly order block and weekly break. On the daily time frame, we can see it's so clean. It's really clean, guys. We've got this daily breaker, we have this fair value gap, and then we have this daily gap open, and this is the weekly gap, and this is currently the ultimate super clean target for this week, the buy side liquidity. Remember me saying it now, okay? Because this is the target that I would like to be seen this week, and in next week's video, I'm most likely going to say, hey, my target got hit, okay? So on the 4-hour time frame on Euro USD, I've basically marked out what the most recent move has been. We've impulsed higher, created a pullback, and now we're pushing higher as well. And when we get such strong volume coming higher, I want to see a larger pullback, okay? So I don't just want to see something go and then continue higher. It is a possibility, and we will have to adapt if that does happen. But ideally, big push up means nice correction down before the next big push up. This liquidity is the liquidity that I noted out on the DXY, which is basically this high up here. So if we're taking shorts in the beginning of the week, this is for sure an area to take a massive partial off. So let's go down to the 15-minute time frame straight away. And yeah, as you can see, all of the zones are basically marked out here. This daily breaker, this 4-hour zone, this 15-minute zone right in here with this fair value gap, which caused the break of this high. And then this is that daily, that 4-hour liquidity, sorry, that we'd be looking to target. There is a possibility that price comes up into here, sweeps it, and in that case, I will have to reassess everything, and I will make a video on that if that does happen throughout the week. So now let's go straight to the pound. We have this weekly gap still open. We want a lower wick before trading higher. No need to make it complicated. Last week was a very big bullish engulfing candle. Let's just follow the bullishness, okay? If you had done that here after this bearish engulfing candle, you would have probably made some profits with this candle. Same thing here, right? Bearish engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle. Keep it simple, okay? So daily time frame, we have this weekly gap open, which was just visible just before. We have this daily support and resistance level, which I've marked out, and I've already commented on the fact that I don't care what you say, if you're an ICT trader or not, this zone is powerful. Look at the rejections right here. I don't even need to scroll back that far. These are some very powerful rejections. Got this daily zone. On the 4-hour time frame, this is the DXY liquidity that I was looking at, the first target for the week if we are going to short. Yeah, it's literally the same thing as the euro. I don't overcomplicate things. I look at 2 pairs alone plus the DXY, and yeah, I'm basically pointing out how this could be viewed as liquidity, and then price comes down into here before we get the potential push higher. So that is it for today's video. I've kept things really, really simple for you guys. Yeah, this is the main trade that I'll be looking at right here. Same right here for higher prices into this buy side liquidity. There might be a short opportunity, so notice how price reacts if we come up and sweep this high. If we get bearish displacement and everything's there, you could take a short targeting this low. Same thing here, if we come up into this high, or if we get SMT, CISD, change of state of delivery, we could get some nice shorts. That is it for today's video. I will see you in tomorrow's video.